Alrighty. That works. Let's see how and what we'll do here. Well, I think some new game plus probably. Probably something like that. Let me just make sure that everything is set up correctly here. Should be good though. Let's go right in there. Hopefully I get a run going. But I mean, I will just need to get past Phaedra, which shouldn't be too bad. The rest is not too horrible either. Well, if the controls are correct, in fact. But unnecessary adjustment. I'll just keep things simple. Come on, man. That's okay though. Just a little bit of a delay there. Not great, but it's fine. This actually kill? Now I wonder. Should, right? Okay. This could have been very bad. How much time will I even need to save, actually? Well, we'll just treat this as a de-rest anyway. JK? Oh my god. Come on, dude. Not like this. Well. It's only a small time loss, but it feels terrible. Okay, no. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Video mentioned that going through the bag might be a bit faster, but you really have to get a good jump off of that. Still gaining time. My other game was really kind of optimal last time, I guess. Hope you're doing well, JK. Okay, let's see. I didn't get past Phaedra last time, did I? Man! This is actually such a bad time loss. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have physical pain from this. Feels like a small mistake, but this actually hurts so much. Yep. Let's try to get the time back a little for these things. Hello there on YouTube as well. Well, I mean, I think I had quite a few mistakes later in the game anyway. Has been a while ago. I'm not even sure if we did the phalanx back then. So, I'm not sure about this man. Nope. Okay. Kinda glad this died. What was to be expected with this kind of setup there. These runs are brutal, man, and I still am struggling with like the whole setup on Phaedra. I really gotta practice that specifically for any percent. But the good thing about the New Game Plus, the way it balances out, I think once I'm past Phaedra I'm at least very likely to get a run going, for the most part. Like, the Phaedra is the only real big deal of early games, since the guys is a lot easier. That was smooth. I almost didn't believe that it would hit, but that was smooth. I grabbed a little low, so it wasn't quite perfect, but doing it well. like position jump step there is still the fastest, of course. But yeah, it is kinda painful that yeah. I really didn't play as much as I would have wanted lately due to all the sickness. Even today in the morning when I woke up I was thinking about going to the gym and then streaming, but I was completely KO for the first half of the day. It's a lot better now though, so after I drank a shit ton of tea and went on a little walk at least. Yeah, though I think if you do face grab, immediately stabbing is probably still faster, right? Because you can stab a lot earlier, you can almost stab during the cutscene if you time it right, on face grab. Side face grab and to jump up and jump step might even not be that much slower though. If you grab a lot higher up anyway. That was smooth. A lot better start. How does the slowdown even affect the IGT? Did you ever check that on like the modded game? Like, does the IGT still count as usual even during the slowdown? Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a silly category, but in a way, like with bare bones, get with skip and kill him kind of deal, right? In a way, it's a more pure form of any percent even, but any percent normal still needs more skill to execute, so... You know, it is still a more prestigious run to do, I guess. It's kind of funny, like... my question was if, like, the slowdown even affects the IGT, if you ever checked that on, like, the modded game. Like, does the IGT count as usual, even during the slowdown? Because then it would actually be a substantial time gain over all Colossi. I didn't really think about that. Since, like, if you think about it in normal terms, like grabbing the face and then just doing a quick stab almost during the cutscene, surely would be faster than going all the way up and then jump stabbing, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, so you meant regular stab is faster than a jump stab? Or the other way around? The difference might still not be that much of a difference anyway. But isn't it kind of funny? Yeah, that's faster. That's what I thought. Isn't it funny that the only reason any percent normal is a prestigious category is because any percent easy didn't exist in the original game? Like, if easy existed in the original game, I think that would be the actual category everyone would run. Because it's faster. But since everyone came from the original game and was already used to running normal, and it was a bit more intricate, it kind of became the norm. But now it would have been kind of like a weird middle category between hard and easy, because easy is the fastest and hard is like the most nuanced. Okay, there we go. This time I didn't mess it up. Can I make it work? Yep, this is definitely faster. Well, never mind, now it's not, but the concept was faster. Oh, the thing about it is actually that it defaults to normal, so when people first open the board, normal is opened. So, not quite. That was a couple seconds of very dumb time loss, but I'm still a lot faster now on the other game. I wonder if there's a faster way of like going up there. It was very, very sloppy. Now can I actually get a freaking launch? I was running a bit of Phaedra IELs a couple days ago, just to get more of a feel, since I've been failing the launch a lot. And in YL it's fine because the setup is very consistent, but on any percent I always land a little different, which affects the setup. It's actually very strange that ETA isn't a thing. Like, it seems like an oversight. Like, you could even glitch with game to have ETA. They just didn't bother to put like a line of code in, you know? That's what it feels like. Okay, man. Okay, okay. Oh, true, we would have had to be creative, huh? I mean, I wouldn't have been bothered if they made the easy rewards the same as normal, but that would have felt like kinda, I guess, lazy. Now the whole thing seems lazy anyway, it's just that people don't really think about it. There we go, finally. Man, it was slow, but I'll take it. Actually getting a run going. Did I say this was slow and I'm still gaining time? My early game was actually abysmal, holy fuck. What the fuck is going on, man? It's actually crazy, like, every time I play this game I'm thinking I'm on my peak. And like, I don't remember how fucking long ago was the, like, New Game Plus I said. Because I think I said it when I visited Tutu's place, right? Maybe? So that might have been actually a couple years ago, but like, still. The fact that I've gotten so much better simply by, you know, updating the strats and playing more. But like, these are not even updated strats, I'm just executing better, which is crazy that it accumulates to 20 seconds in the early game. Even though I'm not doing anything special. That's wild. And now the other thing is like, I still wonder if there would be any way of like making Avion in New Game Plus faster. Because it feels like there should be a way. When was the last time I even killed an Avion, man? Yeah, they could have. They could have made it like very interesting. Give the game more content, you know. And the speedrunners would have been like... It'd actually be crazy that, for example, Solosia would basically be the same as like NTA Solosia as well. Like where you literally have no advantage over from playing easy. I wonder what like the most interesting easy Colossus would be. Yeah, like one that has like the most difference. Over normal or hard. I mean, guys, you're probably not quick enough to make it to an earlier cycle. Well, except one Zenobia, but the fight itself isn't different, right? Like, I mean, gameplay-wise, if there's like, for example, on Pelagia, the one cycle that's, well, you would do the underwater strat, so that's not a difference anyway. Gotta think about it. If there's like anything that easy allows that is crazy different, you know. Probably not, since the sigils are still all the same. Doing a full step here to have the same setup. Man! Man. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck was that? That was rude. Whew. Okay, let me think about it. Yeah, you do. I mean, if there was like a more consistent way to actually get all the ETAs, because some of them you can't even do, like, we gotta cook a little bit more. Surely there's a way. I mean, the other thing would be just to, like, with the modded game, you can probably just make a flag not be there and just play them, right? Surely. Or just kill yourself in the game, in a way, I don't know. How am I gaining so much time? What the fuck am I even doing here? I'm 24 seconds ahead and I didn't do anything special here. I even remember how to do Barber anymore. But yeah, let me figure this out. So Valis isn't... How would he even approach Valis? Probably just the thing that they do in like the old IO. Then Quad. Well, Quad would be a bit interesting because you could get a lot there a lot earlier, so you can probably make some memes happen, like climbing all of the Quad structure after the jump. Let me think. Guys is probably just not fast enough to make a difference. Though maybe you could make a similar concept happen like in New Game Plus where you go with the back and maybe you're just slightly faster. Phaedra wouldn't be any different. Avion probably wouldn't be any different. Barba, not really. Hydra's not really. Kuro, not really. Bassaran, not really. Though I think they would optimize the shit out of Bassaran with the jump stabs, it would be quite sick. It's not that many stabs on easy. Only like, was it 3 or something ridiculous like that? Man, I gotta play some more easy. Easy is fun. It needs to be optimized more because it's a bit outdated, always. I mean, my run is slower than the normal record at this point, which is kinda sad. But I also did it during that one challenge, so, I mean, can't expect much. So it was a one-off. Let me focus for a bit here. Hopefully that wasn't too slow. Oh my god, this was so close. Oh, fuck you. Oh my god, come on. This is just hella slow. I mean, I guess they just did it so they had like a thing where I can say they changed something, and I mean, I personally think it's a fun addition. What a terrible Barba. Shit. Phalanx would be awkward actually, because you would get off the sigil a lot sooner. Well, maybe not that much sooner, but still a bit. But yeah, no, actually thinking about it, none of the easy IOs would be that special. It would be just a normal run, but faster by default. I'm actually bothered by that barber. That barber was so terrible. I could have been a lot faster there. I could have probably saved another 10 seconds. The fact that this only lost 5 is actually sad. Hey Dragon Sage, good to see you. This is a Morty pyramid. Yeah, I'm actually on a run. I think I had a very big time loss on Zenobia, if I remember correctly. So like, if I just play this out solidly, without too many mistakes, I think I should be able to improve the record. I mean, Video talked about it a lot, that he wasn't happy with this run either. But I didn't realize how outdated and slow this run was at this point. Like this early game's a disaster. And they're probably not playing this even to the full potential. Barba could probably be a -40, -50 or whatever. Oh, we don't know the stab amounts for easy, do we? Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Huh? But it's also funny that you could actually extract the numbers by stab amounts, even though the stab amounts depend on the like stamina at the time. So the stab amounts are adjusted by the minimum stamina. It's actually kind of interesting like that. Oh my god. Okay, let me lock the fucking... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was 9, right? Yeah. I think it was 9. It doesn't matter that I have the hand equipped. Usually I don't. Okay, fine. Fun fact, even if you fuck up all of this and he goes back down on New Game Plus, it doesn't matter. Because he just jump stab anyway. I've had like runs on New Game Plus where I did it totally wrong, but I still managed to just get on, and before it dove down I just did the thing and it worked. Which is a little like considered factor why Hydra's on New Game Plus even is just a little bit easier. Because this looked a little awkward, but I think I was still fine, but I just got on there in a weird way compared to usual. For Kuro, I wonder if we actually should start trying to shoot Kuro down a lot earlier. Try to aim for the legs a lot further down. Because that could be a way to save a bit more time. This feels less consistent. Because you actually have to aim. mean, I've been being a little negative about this run, but I mean, I'm still 20 seconds ahead after Idris, so I didn't even consider the early game being that big of a time sink, so I probably can still improve this by quite a bit. Since if I remember correctly, the Snowbia was a big, like, weakness last time. And Snowbia, I think I suffered quite a bit. Actually, like, did we ever consider shooting Kuro's legs in a different way? I think we did, and then we realized it isn't really worth it because you still have to do 2 stabs, right? But did we ever, like, think about this? Like, using the harpoons or whatever? Yeah! Yeah! Not the rock, not the rock, not this rock either. Okay, this was abysmal. Video was watching somewhere and will just spawn in to say I'm trash at Kuro and then leave again. Deservedly so. I'm getting better at this. Because it's like the same concept as on like Zenobia, where you can skip the little, you know, the thing. Okay, let's not overthink this. Yo! It's been a while since I've done that. That was cool. That was very smooth, actually. Holy fuck! That was 13 seconds that I even sucked up the, like, right there, so... Oh man. Oh boy. There's so much potential in improving old runs always. It's fun. Oh my god. I will have to harpoon Dirge, I just remembered. I don't like harpooning Dirge. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I just didn't want to go for it because I would have probably missed and I wasn't really ready for it, but it's something I need to, like, think about. Some people recently submitted, like, Kuro's, it was a Brazilian runner. He submitted a Kuro there. He didn't do the jump step strat and still got like a 32-second run because he just shot them down from very low. I mean, is there even a timer on easy? Or normal? I think on easy and normal, if you just keep the distance, you're fine, right? On hard, there is a very harsh timer. the sword out. I don't know why, but I want to do the sword out. Maybe not. No, let's do the sword away. Oh, is it? Okay, I guess I've never gotten that far to actually be destroyed. But also if you get to a wall too close, it's a thing, so yeah. Factors to consider. Was this strat a thing when I blasted my New Game Plus? Oh fuck. Ah, that's still fine. Not great, but the good thing is even if you fuck up on New Game Plus, usually you don't lose as much time as you could. But that was horrific. Usually I want to just jump step ahead immediately, but with a very little delay. Only cost me a couple seconds though. It's not even that bad. The good thing is that I was able to adapt. If I could have like properly like jumped and jump stepped right away, it probably wouldn't have even lost that much time at all. I probably wouldn't have lost time at all actually, because you're almost straight launching anyway. Where the fuck is Dirge? Okay, yeah, okay. I swear to God if it wasn't a meme. I for a second forgot where Dirge was. I'm getting old, man. That's ridiculous. I went to the wrong exit. Oh man. I need to bring back the commands. At least I remembered where Dirge was. Right as I needed to know. Can someone look up and tell me how like much faster PDO's time is actually? I kinda wanna know. So I know how risky to go. And I guess I could try for a one cycle if the lineup looks right. Because technically, if the lineup looks right, even if I only get second try or third try launch, I'm still not slower. Now I actually wonder, like, with the stab on the arm, if there's like an effect on how I can jump towards one cycle. I probably shouldn't mess with that. Since I have the muscle memory for a full stab, I should probably just go for a full stab and go. But if the camera messes up, I can maybe try for a small stab and jump right away. Nah, that sounds sus. Here very wide. Okay. Not a full catastrophe there. That looked Very sus on that rock. Did we do the left side strat when I last did this run? Probably not. But let's do a somewhat conservative attempt here. Probably got to turn a little more than I would want usually. Okay, that was good. Oh, the stun won't be as crazy, but at least it's a safe one. Oh my god. Oh my god. How dare you? Sloppy. But maybe I'm still gaining time because of strat improvement. With like the lineup of it. Yep. This would have saved like another 6-7 seconds if I got the jump step. I think somewhere here. That's a cool thing about New Game Plus. Once you pass Phaedra, usually the runs are smooth enough. For me, anyway. Ever since, like, all the strats became a lot more consistent. Though I am kind of worried about Pelagia. Just a bit. Oh, fuck. Can't forget about the special strats here. I remember when I like got the torch and just jumped down and almost instantly triggered the fall down. That was very smooth, but it's probably risky. I'll just go for a safer attempt there. It's kinda sick that we get to incorporate these kinda strategies into the run. And it's also very comforting with like the cloak. This is such a sick strat, I love it. It's so silly that this works, but then Zenobia doesn't work the same way. Smooth. I like how there's this delay, it's so silly. Gained 6 seconds here. That's wild. Well, if I don't mess up Pelagia, there's really there's fewer and fewer things that I actually get to mess up. I mean, Phalanx is always kind of a wild ride, just because you can't really understand the sigils. So you just gotta fucking go for it. But it usually isn't that bad. Just a bit stressful. I don't remember how much of a stab you have to do on Pelagia. I'll just go for a safe thing. But I'll probably do a little bit too much rather than too little. I'm also slightly worried about the controller charge. But it should be fine, right? I should probably get a cable just in case. I had one somewhere that I can connect directly to a PS5. That's something to do after Pelagia. Man. Let's not do anything stupid. Should we incorporate the jumping up the thing at some point again? Just to add a little bit of pain to a run for no reason. I think I timed it and it wasn't that worth it. Would be silly to lose one stood now. Okay, come on. Let me not mess this one up. Man, what the fuck? Wow. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've done a Pelagia, I'll be honest. I almost expected it, but like, come on, man. Okay, fuck it. Let's just do it. Yeah. But this IGT didn't even line up in a smart... Well, I guess Varun is dead now. Nope, Varun is dead. It's always the like things that happen after you mess up the lineup that is the worst thing. The fact that the lineup is just fucked from that point on. I'm sad. Can I practice this? I mean, there's no excuse really. But like messing it up is so bad. Especially since like this can happen when you don't manipulate your thing. The fact that I'm... Okay, fuck off. 124? But didn't he have like... Okay, like... I get what you mean, but like... I think he had like some bad late game. Because he wasn't that far ahead of my run. Was he? I don't think he was. I mean, it's a minute and 20. And I think I had quite a substantial time loss on Zenobia as well. So what was I here? Like 40 seconds ahead? I don't think that was over. I think he had a bad late game. But yeah, that checks out because my other game wasn't that good. Oh well. I mean, it was a lot better than the one I had during the run. It just shows how much I progressed since then. But that was stupid. Messing up Pelagia badly is just silly. Because the rest I would have been fine. Did I not like... Let me just look at something. Nope. That's very wrong. That was it, okay. Didn't I have PDO splits? No. I remember, but I think it was normal only. Well, that was still fun. Big copium. I mean, I can pretend bad runs aren't that bad when I'm like doing it like this. I mean, we have harder. We did that. Hard mode. New game plus, Sunsword based stamina. We did that. Compete, please. Beat my run. It was a very fun run actually. It's on the CE already. Do I wanna do anything? That was demotivating. Oh, you mean full on base stamina? But I mean, you still gain things through the Colossi. That's what we did. Anyway, what did I want to do? Did I even want to do anything? Veteran kinda killed the mood. Not gonna lie. By the way, the Simiris retook the quad HTA. Did you see that one? Oh, that sounds like a lot. He also did like a very cool run on Celosia. That was cool. The Celosia world record I might add to like the verifying like Team Eco reviews thing. Yeah, come on, fuck it. Let's do a bit of this meme. Yeah, I'm not doing that until, you know, until the big moment. In a way, Zenobia HTA is even easier than NTA. Because, like, the jump stab at the end is probably not worth it, even though I still did it. Yeah, well, it's already too slow. You can get a jump, super jump like that, and then you're like, oh no, that's too slow. IO experience. I still gotta experiment with like the jump there, where you skip over the whole thing, because it feels like it has to have potential, but so far I couldn't make it work. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, just a bit too slow, but this still has potential if the AI cooperates. Just 2 seconds of time lost though. Why are you so slow, you asshole? Yeah, that's not it. I need to be like 5 to 6 seconds faster. I was thinking about maybe doing chip damage and then doing a jump step at the end, but that didn't quite work. Let's see what this ends up being. Probably just 2 seconds or so too slow. Yep. 3 seconds, right? Zenobia delayed just a bit too much. $121.68. 118.18, yeah. Well, but considering that, I wasn't too far off actually. This was what? I know that I can be like 5 seconds faster, but this was only like 3 seconds slower than your run, so the pinnacle would be like 116 or 115 even. Which actually makes sense in the grand scheme of things. fastest I've ever gotten was like a 44. No, 54. No, what was it? 46. Or was it 44? Might have been a 44, yeah. 44 on the cutscene. Yeah, I think it was a 44 on the cutscene. I think Utawara got a 44. It's also about how smooth your stabs are. Those stabs were fairly smooth. If you get one of those shaking stabs, then you're just so sad. It was just also that I didn't quite get the arrow off quick enough, which was very sad. Getting the arrow off just fast enough to get like the 38-second cutscene is the real challenge. For that I should honestly start like doing the right hand side for the launches, but that sometimes messes with the AI in different ways. Maybe I'll just go right to left each time to have it like a number generator, because both of them are not bad. The right side is always like less consistent, but it tends to give you higher upside, because it's a bit easier from that angle to get the arrow out quick enough, like while Zenobia is shaking, because that was the issue always on the left side. Yeah, if you're too far back then it doesn't really connect, which is what I noticed when I shot the first arrow. I think I wasn't far out enough. Let me try the right side again. I just wanna... Come on! Yeah, see, this is what the kind of launches you get if you get it right. It's so much better. It's just harder to hit that one. It's like I have had the skill set to beat your run so long ago, but somehow I'm just not consistent enough to actually pull it off, which is kinda sad. Like, if I got like the 102 level run that I got in NTA, the HTA would probably be like 115 or whatever. Or 114 even. Not even talking about potential jump step strategy. So like, imagine slash strat, or getting some kind of way to cycle step those. On hard mode, it's actually a consideration, right? If you jump to that little pillar, knock him out, and just go for all cycle stabs. I wonder if that's worthwhile, kind of like with a Phaedra. Let's go back to the left side. Well, the idea is basically that because like, look, you can do this, right? But whenever I did that, I was... You're definitely faster at the tower, right? But Zenobia is slower. This is like a strat that has so much potential. But I never got it to work where Zenobia is actually faster. This is something that would need debug. Because I've had the feeling that whenever I made this thing work, that Zenobia was just not reacting to you being on the tower that quickly. So it gotta be something like that. But maybe I should experiment with it, because if I actually get it off faster once as a proof of concept with that, then it would blast the whole IL wide open. I just never could make it work. And I did try quite a bit. That's a bit inconsistent. Well, I guess the consistency. Yeah, if you get there too fast, Zenobia kind of doesn't get there as fast. Though this might just be a way of how you're like attracting Zenobia's attention. Could probably be solved by like a tactical whistle or something. I'm not sure. I haven't experimented with this quite enough to be certain. But yeah, come on. I'll try and figure this out. Maybe I'll try to go for a whistle. Because getting there a second or two earlier would actually be sick if Zenobia is... Well, that's the thing though. It's only faster if Zenobia is there faster, right? That's the whole problem with the whole thing. This whole strategy is only really worthwhile if you get there faster, but Zenobia somehow gets there faster too. Which I don't think that this could be made work. So you think if I'm already on the tower, it's running towards the tower, stopping, going back to a marker, but if it's already on the marker, it immediately does the 27-second thing. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what it feels like anyway. Let me try and get it like off once. But sometimes Zenobia was so far off. Might be a thing that we would just need to experiment with like whistles. Because I think when you're underground it also delays Zenobia for a bit. Messes with the AI. Well. I wonder if doing like whistle jumps here could be worthwhile to keep the attention going. Okay, this was still at 27. This is actually fantastic. And I was still too slow on the freaking weapon here. Maybe the whistle jumping actually makes this a lot easier. Man, why are you not jumping? Ah! This has potential. This has potential. Let's try with the whistle jumping again. I think this time it actually worked. It gives me so much more leeway that maybe this will make the whole IO a lot easier. about to blow Zenobia right open. Hey Aiden, good to see you. Because if it gives you just that little bit of more height on the tower, it will be a lot easier to make a 38-second cutscenes happen. Maybe I'm cooking. I never thought about doing the whistle jumps here, but maybe that's the way. Like, I would also need, like, maybe you could try and, I don't know, task out what I'm doing here right now, and then just go outside with the camera to see what Zenobia is doing while I'm doing this, you know? That would be quite useful, to see what effect the whistle has, what kind of effect it has if I just keep weapon swapping, you know, just get like the outside perspective, kind of like a instant replay. Because it's so much trial and error with these kind of things on Zenobia, that maybe we're missing like a huge thing, where all of a sudden we are stupid and we could make the whole run like 2 seconds faster with this like, you know, sword skip in a way. Like, you know, right here, knowing what this whole thing does would be so helpful. But the last time it actually seemed to work. Yeah, he's here at 25. If we can get a 25-second like tower hit, I'm getting the sub 1 Zenobia, there's no question about that. Because that's a 36 cutscene. Holy shit. But the last time it was still at 27. It's a... Okay. Also jumping seems to work because Zenobia doesn't seem to be much slower compared to the other thing. Maybe it was just about getting the attention that was missing from the whole thing. Oh, come on. Now I'm messing with this. I'm messing this up. Mushi better. Come on, launch the fuck up. I would be so annoyed though if like some kind of whistle combination all of a sudden blows the IL wide open and I just didn't think of it because I never tried to. Okay. That was a 26. Okay, okay, this is faster. This is at least as fast, if not faster. Holy fuck. Okay, wait. Let me look at Udavaras for a second. Now I'm actually fucking hyped. This is a 26 hit on the freaking thing. Udavaras was also 26, but this basically means that it's not slower to do it this way. It has a potential to be faster, but also if it's not slow, you can get farther up the pillar, which at least makes Vayao more consistent. Because you get like up there sooner and have more time for the... Wait, I'm doing the stupid thing again. Yeah, I mean, the fact it's not slower actually means there's potential to make it faster, maybe. Because I think, yeah, it's some weird combination with like Xenobius. Yeah, maybe we can make it faster. Because this didn't feel like it was the fastest possible way as well. Yeah, but imagine like if whistling too much is bad, if whistling more, or like whistling at certain times. There's so many factors to a stupid IL. Because Xenobe gets here at 24 and 25 even. It's weird, the last times I tried this, I was always under the impression that Xenobia was slower, but I think the whistles changed something about this. Let's try to whistle all the way. Okay, this was a 25. If we get like a 25 pillar hit, this is like the key to sub 1 Xenobe if we do. And now I think it's possible. I didn't think it was possible because the few times I tried it didn't seem to be faster, but the whistles changed something about this. Oh my god, the launches are so bad. But yeah, getting to cook here. One thing that this game, speedrun wise, definitely lacked so far was in-depth look at the code and things like that, because in every other game, I mean, you already found out what Pelagia thinks due to that, so surely there's ways to find more stuff. It's also a question of like if whether like doing the thing here makes a difference, right? There we go. Okay. again too slow, just a little bit, but this was not slower than the other method. This makes this easier. My god, why am I suffering so much jumping there? I started doing the double jump up because I think that helped the AI get there faster. At least the last few times I did that was good. Oh my god. Well, the thing is, if you are on the left side, you can't really hit the arrow from there. You have to run a bit forward. That's the only thing wrong with that idea. That's why doing it from the right side is actually better, because here you... Excuse me, sir. Because here you can actually just do the turnaround. Yep, that was slow. I didn't keep attention on the hit. You want it to be like 26, 27, I guess, at the latest. I guess doing it this way has the potential to get Zenobia there just a little bit sooner. We know for a fact that Zenobia can get there by 25, so maybe it can actually work for the thing overall. Let me try to whistle the whole way through. I remember someone just saying whistling all the way through messes with Zenobia's AI, but knowing that I was so far ahead of everyone else when it came to the AI of Zenobia and the whole IL thing, I wonder if anyone actually checked that, or if that was just like a thing that everyone assumed without knowing. Well, I mean, here I was just slow on the super jump. What if we whistle the whole way? Downside to whistling. Imagine, all of a sudden I just get a 23-second thing. Well, slow jump step, jump, super jump, 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 jump. I think I'm like struggling. It's a bit too late probably. I'll leave it be for now. But this is interesting. I will try more Zenobia at some point and more New Game Plus. Thank you everyone for watching. See you all.